500. I've been trying to record this forever. Okay. So, I mean, it's been a while since I've been on here. Don't you just love seeing your eye crusties on camera? Let's be real here. I'm not going to edit this out. I don't even know how to do any of that. But anyway, so it's been a while since I've been on here because I struggle, one, with nobody watching it and feeling like I'm kind of just talking to myself, and two, I don't want to come on here and just like throw stuff together. But I've been kind of struggling a lot lately with like my heart racing. And when I say racing, I just want to go ahead and clarify that I don't mean like above 120. It's been like 100 to 112. To me, that's racing because I'm so in tune with my body that like I feel everything. But anyway, this has to be the last one because I'm not redoing this another 1,000 times. And I know I look ridiculous, but it's okay. So back in the summer, I started having panic attacks and stuff again. And I've always had my anxiety. You know, I kind of had my panic attacks under control. They got really bad. It got really bad. Anyway, for the last couple months after that, I was waking up heart racing. And that's pretty normal for someone with panic and anxiety. But I was waking up like that every single day. And I noticed lately, like, I haven't been waking up like that. But that, like, every time I got up or anytime I was doing something, like, my heart was racing. And again, low hundreds, but still fast to me. I could feel every single beat. This has been a really stressful week. Like, we had doctor's appointments and just all kinds of things back to back. And if you know me and doctor's appointments, they don't go well together. And it was really bad, but I got through it. And another thing I just want to add in real quick is I felt terrible at the doctor. Like, I kept saying, I can't do this, and they're just like, I'm like, I cannot do this. I'm going to pass out. I'm going to die. Like, something's going to happen. Like, I cannot get through this. And as awful as I felt, at the end of it, I was like, dang, panic really, it's just threats. And it really has no actual control. So that was like a nice little epiphany, I guess you'd call it. I'm really running. It's cold over here by the window. Anyway, so I remember the day of my daughter's appointment. I get really, really anxious when I have to take her. But I remember I go and pray. Like, you know, my heart had been pounding that day. I was really, really stressed out and anxious. And I prayed about it. When we get there, I'm anxious. Like, oh my gosh. Like, just fidgety and stuff. And then I noticed that my heart wasn't racing. And I'm like, oh no, my heart's not racing. I'm really anxious. Like, something has to be wrong. So now I'm panicking because my heart is not racing. And my husband's like, really? And I know it sounds so silly. Anyway, that night I'm standing in the kitchen. I'm like, my heart doesn't feel fast. I check it and it's like 70s, like low 70s. I'm like, that can't be normal. Like, I'm standing up and it's low 70s. And then for like hours, and I'm talking literal hours, I'm standing. I sit down, I check it, I'm timing it. It went on forever. Next day, wake up anxious, but my heart's not racing. Go the whole day, I'm checking, I'm like, what is going on? Next day happens again. And I'm like, I'm so stressed out and so anxious, and my heart is not racing. I had to go back to the doctor to do some labs. It starts racing. Then I'm like, okay, it's working. My heart's working now. But I guess in my head it's like, well, if it's not racing, then something's wrong. Like, it's not working right. And then I sat down and I was talking to him, and I'm like, you know, laying it all out there. Like, I've been stressed because every time I get up, it's racing or it feels faster, and, you know, this and that. And the only thing that I did, I was like, you know, that day we had to take her to the doctor, and before we left, I was praying, and I'm like, wait. I was praying about it, and literally He literally answered my prayers. Like, I remember just the other day, I know I go off on all kinds of tangents, but just the other day I was watching a video about this man talking about how he's seen God like heal people, and he just by prayer and through fasting and stuff. And I'm like, I wish he'd do that for me. And I know like that's like a poor pity me kind of thing, and I don't want to be like that, but I just kept thinking like I wish he would do that for me. And then this happens, and in my head something's wrong. Now I'm not panicking, my heart's not racing, I feel normal, and something's wrong. And I, like I said, I was going over it, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, the only thing that I did is I prayed over my pounding heart, because that day it was really bad, and just the way that I've been feeling. And then suddenly I start feeling normal, and here we are. So the whole purpose of me coming on here is to say he answered my prayers. He answered my prayers, and I still did not recognize it for what it was. It almost felt like, okay, here's something bad happening again. And I remember I was talking to a friend about it, and she's like, you feel normal and you're freaking out because you feel normal. And I can't make that sound any goofier than it is. But he answers prayers. He really does. And I almost felt like, okay, finally I trusted that he was going to heal me and that he was going to fix this, and he did. And he's like, that's all it took. He told me, like, that's all it took. You finally had that faith that I was going to take care of it. You went on about your business, and you took her to the appointment, got through it, and then you're still questioning it. And I mean, I think this is pretty normal for us who have panic and anxiety, especially heart health related anxiety. So if anyone's watching this, like, can you relate? Which I'm pretty sure nobody's watching this, but this is for me, just to put that out there. Like, he does answer, he does listen, and I know it feels radio silent over there. I know what you're going through, but he's listening, and it is all according to his plan. And I know I keep rocking back and forth. I'm sitting on a stool, and I feel like I'm about to fall off the back of it. You're not going to get it in the way that you want it, the way that you ask for it, the way that you expect it. You're not going to get the signs that you keep asking for. You just have to have faith. You have to have the faith. And I know people say that all the time. I used to get so annoyed by it. Like, I do. I have faith, and it's still, he's still not changing anything. This was me even just like a couple weeks ago. And I hate that I get like that. And there's a song that my daughter sings, my God is so big, strong, and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. And all the time, like, I'll be stressing out, and then this hits me, and I'll start singing it in my head, and I'm like, you just have, like, honestly, there's nothing he cannot do. And that puts my mind at ease, and I hope that it can put your mind at ease too. Let me grab my Bible, so. Probably showed off my fat neck. I'm gonna see what I open up to. This is so crazy. It says, and Jesus stood and commanded him to be brought unto him. And when he was come near, he asked him, saying, what wilt thou that I shall do unto thee? And he said, Lord, that I may receive my sight. And Jesus said unto him, receive thy sight, thy faith hath saved thee. And immediately he received his sight and followed him, glorifying God, and all the people, when they saw it, gave praise unto God. Receive thy sight, thy faith hath saved thee. That's in Luke 18. And I feel like that's literally what cured me, you know? Like, I still got my anxiety and stuff. Got my anxiety about feeling normal, but I think finally it clicked. And I think that's kind of beautiful. And I know this has gone on for so long. I'm not good at making these, and I'm not going to edit it. But again, I'll ask, if you did watch this and you did somehow make it to the end of my 10-minute video, what is your favorite passage when you're stressed out and anxious? Like, what is your go-to? Because I really, like, sometimes I do struggle with reading, but I try. So if you're watching this, just comment and tell me, because I really like to read in Psalms and Proverbs. Job can relate to a lot. But what is your go-to? That's it.